Hey guys, it's Betsy, and today I'm going to be showing you how to do clipper haircuts. And I'm going to use my son Chase as my model, and I'm going to go through all the steps and techniques of what it's going to take to complete your own clipper haircuts. And I hope that you get some good tips out of this. I know it gets really expensive in this economy to be going to the salon every 4 to 6 weeks getting haircuts for the family, and it adds up to be a lot. So I hope that you learned something out of this and you're successful in doing your own haircuts at home. On the side of your clippers you have this little handle. When you push this handle down, you see the blade moves. Okay, so when you push it back, it goes back down. This right now, when it's pushed and it's flush and even, this is a 0. When you push it down and it goes up, this is a half. Okay, so on your guards that come with your kit, they're numbered, and this one is a number 1. So let's say a guy comes in and he wants a 1. Okay, so you're going to use the guard. That's a 1. You put it on. Now when you push this handle down, it becomes a 1.5. Okay, push it back, it's a 1, and that's how you're going to be able to fade out a haircut. Okay, so I've got a number 4 guard on my clippers, and I would like to start in the back and work my way to the sides. And then I'm going to take you through all the steps of blending the top with a scissor haircut and blending the sides in so you don't have any lines. I'm going to start at the nape of the neck and go up towards the parietal ridge, and that would be about 1 inch over the ear. And you just want to take your time and go carefully around the ear. I'm going to hold the ear down with one hand. Okay, we're going to go right over the sideburns, straight up. Okay, so I am going to start on the other side. And this part only takes a couple of minutes, but take your time, don't rush. Especially if it's the first, few times that you're cutting hair until you get the hang of it. And my son Chase has a lot of thick, coarse, straight hair. I'm just going to go over the sideburns, go up by the temple, over the ear, and I'm just with my other hand folding the ear down and holding it out of the way. Okay, so we're pretty good with that. So at this point I'm going to turn my clippers off, and I'm going to switch the guard to a 3 because I'm going to fade his haircut out. Right here on the back of the nape of the neck, you'll go up a couple inches. This is the occipital, and at the occipital ridge right here it kind of goes out a little bit. If you run your hand down, you'll be able to feel it. So to be able to blend that in, we're going to fade the haircut out with a 3, and I'm going to turn it back on, and I'm going to use a 3.5, and I'm going to go. Okay, I'm going to have him tilt his head down just a little bit, and I'm going to go from the hairline up to where you feel the occipital. You can feel that bone, it's sticking out, so you just want to use about a 3.5. And you kind of, when you're cutting hair, you're kind of like doing a little bit of a scooping kind of action with the wrist. And we're going to go up, and we're going to pull it back. We're going to go up, and we're going to pull it back. So you want to use your wrist and kind of pull the clippers back towards you. Okay, and I like to go around the ear to fade it out a little bit as well. I'm going to go right over the sideburns, you're going to go right beside the ear, going to go right up a little bit towards the temple, and you see my wrist, and I'm scooping and pulling the clippers back towards me. Okay, on the other side, because you're going from a 4 to a 3.5. Okay, so that's how you get no lines in your haircut. Now Chase has really thick hair, and he likes the front longer to spike it up. So I'm going to spray his hair down, get it a little wet, and as you can see, his hair is super thick, and sometimes I'll use a little bit of product in his hair to help me control. I use a little bit of Moroccan oil for control. Because he likes it the front a little longer, I do sections. I comb his section straight up. To get that angled look, I'm holding my hands horizontal. And we're just trimming his hair. He doesn't really want much length taken off because he is letting it grow out. So I'm just combing small sections so that I have control. Okay, so I'm going to be working my way back. I'm trimming his hair. I'm just taking off and connecting. Using my guide, I'm going to connect one section to the next, and then when I'm done with this, I'm going to show you how to cross check. So to cross check, we're going to go the opposite way. Before we cut one direction, and now to cross check, we're going to go back and we're going to check the other. So as you see in the front, I'm combing it up, and then I'm not cutting it this way. I'm combing it up and I'm pulling it back. Okay? Because you want to over direct the front pieces, giving them that extra length. We have the sides here. Okay? So to connect the top and the side that we already cut, we're going to go across this section and even it up. These sections, I'm going to comb them straight out, and you can see where they need to be connected. Okay, so I'm going to take that off. Make sure we don't have any lines in our haircut. A little trick I want to share with you are these thinning shears. Okay, sometimes you'll have somebody's hair that's really difficult to cut, or it's super thick and you have a hard time getting a line out of a haircut. You want to make sure you can use your thinning shears. Make sure it's a thinning shear. Don't pick up the wrong scissors. And you can comb it up with your comb and go over the ends to get any line out. Which I don't have a line, but I just want to, just for the purpose of showing you. That's what you would do. You take your scissors, comb the hair up, and just go over what's on the end. Also, his hair is super thick. So sometimes to give him better control, I'll thin out just the ends. When you're using thinning shears, you want to make sure that you're just thinning the ends of someone's hair. In the back, I'm going to comb it. I'm going to take the edges and go straight down. And just clean up any little fuzz that's on his neck and give him a nice, sharp, straight edge. He likes his squared off, so I'm going to take the bottom off first and then I'm going to do the side. And now you can see the square edge. Okay, again on the side, I'm just going to comb it down, square off his sideburns. Use my comb and comb the hair out. I'm going to fold his ear down. I'm going to go around the edges of his ear. I'm going to fold it over again, and I'm going to connect the side. I go around the edge of his ear. This is the part where you want to be your most careful, is doing a guy's edges. Okay, so now I'm just going to take a little product and style his hair. Okay, so that's how you do a clipper cut connected with scissors. And as you can see, there's no line in his haircut.